Got some more Picard leaks. We're going to find out soon enough if they're accurate or not. Hello everyone, I am Random42, the one, the only, your favorite YouTube harpy. And shout out to Angry Mr. Flibble here. We've got some more leaks. And, you know, like we said before, please take these with a grain of salt. They're unconfirmed. But these are fun to speculate about. So here we go. Hi guys, CBS Anon here again. Just heads up. A couple of the other leaks posted was not me, but I'm flattered I have someone LARPing as me. So this is from a different unconfirmed source. Some more news from around the workplace. Now keep in mind, take this with a grain of salt. You all know that. I don't want to let this get to anyone's heads, but the management on Trek, even Kurtzman, are aware of the fandom menace. Oh, I know. I'm aware of that. See, you know how I know that is because I have heard rumors and reports that anytime that I am mentioned, Midnight's Edge, Nerdrotic, or Doomcock, that the writer's room and the producers, people like Michelle Paradise, people like Alex Kurtzman, they throw temper tantrums and they have to excuse themselves to cool off for a few minutes. Oh yeah. And particularly the rallying support around the Tardigrades lawsuit. Yeah, they're aware of the Phantom Menace and the support around the Tardigrades lawsuit. If you guys have no idea what we're talking about with the Tardigrades lawsuit, Anasuddin, an independent video game developer from Egypt, I believe, had what I consider to be his work stolen. I'm not a lawyer, but we've been in full support trying to get his story out there as much as we can. #justice for Anas. I have no idea if the idea was actually stolen or not. That side of things has nothing to do with me. But I do know that Kurtzman, etc., or et al. Did not expect the Tardigrades guy to appeal. To me, I think they know that they could lose the appeal. There's something to it. So that is some fascinating news. So yes, Justice for Anas. If you guys do want to support that, I believe there's still a GoFundMe, and I know Gary from Nerdrotic was kind of the one in charge of a lot of that, even though Tom from Midnight's Edge helped set that one up. And I apologize for my voice still. I'm still raspy. But here we go. Back to the post. Michelle Yeoh can't wait any longer for the Section 31 show to start. She's not thrilled with her character. When she was cast, she was promised her Prime Universe counterpart would be her only role, and that would carry into Section 31. She intentionally hams up the Mirror Universe Giorgio. She's fed up with CBS, and Section 31 show will probably not happen, as it only exists to retain Yeoh as talent. Well, this is another thing I can come back to. They don't have a series order for it, because why would they? It is so underwhelmingly unwanted. Of course they're going to go with the name recognition. Of course they're going to go with Patrick Stewart as Picard, because let's face it, nobody knows who these new characters are.
I like science.
And that's why they brought in people like Spock, even though that's not really exactly Spock. Kurtzman will definitely be out by June at the latest. Clarice is his darling, and he will move on exclusively to that. Expect it to play out in the press coverage as Kurtzman goes from strength to strength, leaving Trek to update Silence of the Lambs for the modern era. It doesn't need it. Keep your grubby mitts off of it. No idea what leadership will follow him. Paradise is too young and inexperienced. Maybe the sale of NBC will go through, or maybe the sale to NBC will go through. I don't think that's going to happen. Michelle Paradise will just be ousted for somebody else. She'll be a co-showrunner again, like she's been on Discovery, season 3 of Discovery. She'll just be a co-showrunner. Now, this is where we get into the Picard meat of the video. Picard leaks for the latter half of the season from Anonymous. Now, these are all updated today, Wednesday the 22nd. The Daj twins both hold consciousness/memory of Data blended into their own, although the first Daj dies in episode 1. So these are those robot synthetic things that look god-awful. They just look terrible. His entire personality is awakened by the end of the season. Daj is a oh wow, I can barely read this. Positronic. Wow. Learn to read me. Learn to zoom in a little better. Teeny tiny is very teeny tiny text here. I just got to make it bigger. Positronic brain in a human body. Therefore, Data is literally an empowered young woman by the end of the season. Oh no. Oh no, don't swap Data. Please don't swap Data. I bet. No, of course they're going to swap Data. Bruce Maddox is modeled on Donald Trump. Oh no. Commander Maddox from Measure of a Man. This is who we're talking about. The guy who wanted to make Data and study him, take him apart. He is modeled after the Orange Man. He is the key antagonist this season, even though he just starts out as being the mysterious creator of Daj, who Picard is searching for. He was behind the attack on Earth with the synths, working with Romulan Tal Shiar. Crusher is confirmed to be dead in episode 9. She and Picard agreed mutually to a relationship, or that a relationship would never work out. Picard has lived alone the rest of his days. Jurati, Alison Pill's character, is revealed to have been born male. She develops a comedic back and forth with the EMH. I don't care if they're confirmed to be born pink with purple polka dots for all I care. I don't care what's in between your legs. If that's all that's interesting about you, then that needs to be your profile picture. Seriously, I'm so tired of this. So tired of this. Rios sacrifices his life by the end of the season, but is survived by his EMH doppelganger, who will stay with the crew in season 2 if one happens. Rafi is addicted to the Trek equivalent of painkillers. Great. She appears to get over it, but relapses due to Narek. Elnor is the son of Sela, who was sent to murder Picard, but changed his mind. This sounds like garbage. Oh, this sounds terrible. Narek is ultimately revealed to have been pulling a lot of the strings with Maddox. He's been assimilated, but as a sleeper agent by the Borg. Episode 10 cliffhanger is a reveal of Q, just a line from him and an appearance. He will play a bigger role in season 2 if that happens. And here's another leak here. Hugh is working for the Romulans on the Borg cube. They've come into possession of... The Romulans have been dismantling the cube's tech and weapons. Hugh has been in charge of deprogramming the drones and rehabilitating them. Seven has joined a group called the Fenris Rangers. Oh, Lord. Fenris Rangers. She campaigned for Starfleet to take more of an active role in rescuing Borg, but they've ignored her. They're like freedom fighters, initially for Borg drones, but eventually helping refugees and more underprivileged in the galaxy. Of course they are. The Narada was augmented with Borg tech scavenged from the cube, which is why it was so massively effed up. And I have no idea how a mining ship is the best choice for this tech, but whatever, because it's Kurtzman, because it makes perfect sense to me that they would do the absolute most ridiculous thing. Maddox is initially portrayed synthetically by Daj, and we're led to believe he's a Soong-like figure. He's kind of like the Wizard of Oz that everyone is journeying to find, but he's nothing like what they're expecting. Well, we're gonna know soon enough if any of these leaks are true. What do you guys think? I get disgusted by all of these. Just every time I hear something with Star Trek Discovery or Picard, Kurtzman Trek is like they just are not smart enough to understand what Star Trek is. They think that we want this convoluted action adventure, and you know they need to use the KISS method. Keep it simple, stupid. Because guess what? They're not smart enough for Star Trek.
I like science.
Exactly. Kurtzman's ilk are not smart enough for Star Trek. They don't know what they're doing. They don't understand it. And we'll know tomorrow. We're less than 24 hours away. I'll be watching, so you guys don't have to. Oh boy, will I be watching this one. So tell me what you guys think in the comment section below. I am MechaRandom42. I apologize for my voice still. I'll see you guys later. Bye.
Thanks for watching. If you liked it, make sure to hit that like button. And if you want to see more, don't forget to subscribe. See you in the next video. Bye!